Good morning. Welcome back to Zielonka. It's mid-October. I see we got rain in the forecast, which is concerning because we have a harvest contract for, I think it's sunflowers, that we need to complete this morning. Also, we need to collect on the, what were we harvesting last night? Red beet harvest that we were doing last night. So let me get this in a area where we can kind of see the number pop up, and then I'll collect on that contract real quick. Should be about 4,000 or 5,000 euros. There we go. 4,138 after we paid for the borrowed equipment. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to remember what's going on in these series because I have like 5 of them going on at once, which is kind of ridiculous. But there's so many maps that I'm interested in playing on that, yeah, I kind of have to do it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I play for me, and I share it with you, and I hope you enjoy it. So I want to play on all these maps, so that's what I'm doing. I try and share it with you, and I hope that you enjoy it. I do know that sometimes, and I need to do it probably for my own enjoyment too, that sometimes my camera angles kind of lose track of the map and what's going on because I end up getting so focused on the work, you know, so that I can see what I'm doing so I don't miss a part or what have you, and I get into this kind of overhead Frogger kind of view of the field work that's going on, and then you don't see the horizon and stuff. So I gotta try and, you know, work to ensure that I have sky in the, you know, in the frame so that you really can enjoy the beautiful views of these maps made by the map makers. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. And the machinery, the models of the tractors, the machinery and stuff, the animation, it's what makes me enjoy this game so much, because it's just so good. So we've got this sunflower harvest here. We do need to check, see when it's going to start raining though. Where should I park this? Is it going to be out of the way enough? I have no idea. How about here? Okay. I get in the combine, get the head on, and then we'll get over here and start harvesting. I've got to check the weather too while we warm up. So I mean, look at that quick here. Oh, it's going to be later. It's not until noon. So yeah, it's a relief. That should not be a problem. So let's go ahead and unfold as we pull up to the head here and get loaded. We ensure that our PTO shafts are connected. And everything's ready to go. Swing out around this tree here. We'll go around the outside just to make sure. We do have a lot of room though, which is really nice on this map. You got room around the fields to do what you need to do. There we go. We are harvesting sunflowers. Let's get some horizon in the in the picture. See what I mean? Defaulted to it right away. So yeah, last night we were using yet another of the vegetable harvesters. We were using the one that does 2 rows. I think the speed's a little faster on it. I think it operates at a little bit higher speed than the other ones. And then you're doing 2 rows, so it seems to go a little quicker. Really nice. Significantly different from the other ones in that it's like truly a trailed version. As opposed to connecting to the, you know, the back of the tractor, more of a 3-point, even though they do have wheels, but it does pivot on, you know, kind of like on a pintle or a, you know, a drawbar kind of thing. But yeah, it worked really well. We were going till just after 8 o'clock, I think, and made a little bit on the excess red beets, and there's just a tad left on the field after we fulfilled the requirement for the contract. So when I went back and I got that, I think I got about 1,881 more liters of red beets. I took it over to the train silo. I'm forgetting what the proper name of it is now. Grain Pool East, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. And I don't know if you've noticed this, sometimes when you're playing at night and it gets dark and you save the game and quit, leave out, and you come back in, it's not as dark. It's more twilight. That was the experience I had when I started the game for this session here, and I finished up that contract. Sorry, I had to cough there a second. Excuse me, didn't want to do it in your ear. I think I got it muted in time. So anyway, yeah, I finished that up, and I went to bed, and we started recording the clip here this morning as it came out. Because I got 5 series going on, I was going to talk about this. Sometimes I don't know what's going on, because sometimes 5 days pass between recording one episode and coming to record the next one. So I found I don't, as a general rule, well, I wouldn't say general rule, but in general, I don't watch my own videos. Sometimes I do check them, make sure that, you know, they look good and how the sound came out and everything like that, and how it's, you know, how it processed onto YouTube and everything. But generally, I don't watch my own stuff. But I've found more recently that I've had to go back and at least watch the ending of the previous episode before I start recording the next one to try and figure out what exactly was going on. Because I started the game and it's nighttime, the contract's not complete, I'm up in the field, and it's like, okay, what did I say I was gonna do? Did I say I was gonna finish it off camera? Where did I leave it? It doesn't happen all the time, because usually I leave them at the end of a day without contracts or anything really being unresolved and that type of thing. Or, you know, at lunchtime, you know, for the longer days when there's a lot going on that I'm unable to capture it all in one episode, you know, one day. So another thing I noticed watching them is the ads. Oh my God. And I think, and I don't know, you tell me, sometimes I'm watching it on my, you know, desktop as opposed to on a mobile device. It seems like the ads are worse on the mobile device. I mean, I don't even share in the ad revenue. So I apologize that you guys sit through those ads, because I ain't getting nothing for it either. It's frustrating. But I would like to thank everybody that does subscribe. I appreciate it greatly. I mean, we are over 750 subscribers. Another 250, I'll reach that 1,000 threshold that I can apply for whatever they call it, YouTube partner program, where I can share in that ad revenue and maybe get a couple of pennies for putting this content out there. I don't know, I'll stick with it a while longer. You know, I could play and enjoy the game a lot more if I wasn't doing this, probably, because I spend about as much time playing as I do editing and posting the videos. So I could play twice as much. If I wasn't putting it on YouTube. But I do know that we have at least a small core of individuals that do watch and enjoy the content. So I feel, you know, somewhat of an obligation to keep putting it out. So thank you for your loyalty and your interest, and yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it. I think probably most of the people that do watch and keep coming back kind of have the same view of the game that I do, that they just kind of enjoy the machinery, the storylines, and just kind of enjoy the kind of relaxation that the game provides you. And, you know, you most likely have at least a moderate interest in agriculture or machinery, or maybe the regions. I mean, I'm surprised that, well, not surprised, I guess I shouldn't say. It's interesting, the reaction to the, you know, like the premium edition coming out. People are like, yeah, it's not for me. It's and the way some people approach the game is they just try and, okay, I want to use this, and once I've used it, I've done it. I've used the vegetable harvester, I've used all the pieces of equipment in the game one time. I've completed it. It's like I don't see that. I don't see how you do that. But you know, play it your way and enjoy it. To me, that doesn't seem like really enjoying the game. You know, I've combined sunflowers many times. I don't find it a chore that, oh, I've already combined sunflowers, I'm not going to do that again. I've already done that in the game. It's like, that's not, to me, that's not what this game is about. Don't remember when it was. Was it yesterday or was it 2 days ago? Occasionally I watch a guy who streams, goes by Big Rig Frosty. He's a PC guy, does a lot of simulation stuff, but he does some farming simulator. I mean, that's why I started watching him. And I mean, he's got all the mods, all the cool mods. So I started watching him because he was playing on a US map and he had all the cool stuff that you can find out there for PC that I wish I had access to. A lot of the, you know, kind of vintage or modern classic type equipment. So anyway, I was watching him and he was streaming American Truck Simulator. And I think the Kansas map just recently came out, so he was playing on the Kansas map. I think this was, would have been, because this won't go up for a couple of days yet, would have been last Friday night. So he was streaming that, and I was marveling at the map. It was Kansas, right? So. And I see him and he's driving down Highway 36 and he reaches the interchange with Highway 81 going up into Nebraska and stuff. And I'm looking at it, it's like, and I know these roads, and that's kind of, I've only played American Truck Simulator on Steam on my computer, which is not a gaming computer. But I marveled at just kind of the way that they're able to capture sort of the essence of the area. I mean, it's not exact, but when you do drive through an area on their maps, it is, I don't know what word would accurately really describe it, but it's reminiscent. They do a really good job of making it seem like the area that they're mapping. So, you know, good on them. They do an outstanding job. Well, I got a little upset at Frosty because he said Kansas was boring and he was doing things like, okay, I'm just not going to touch the brakes to try and make this interesting. And I guess, okay, I get it, because you're streaming and maybe not everybody's gonna appreciate the Kansas map or whatever, but man, it was awesome. And he mentioned, you know, not when he crossed 81, but I think it was the next interchange that was going up to Red Cloud in Nebraska, and he was like, you know, hey, yeah, that'll be the route that you can go up into Nebraska when the Nebraska map gets released, you know, down the line. But I can just see it, you know, like Frosty says Kansas is boring, so I can just see people saying, oh, Nebraska is boring. Which, well, I find offensive as like fighting words. I mean, okay, so you go down Interstate 80, east to west across Nebraska. You know, hey, that's the old Oregon Trail route for the most part, along the Platte River. I mean, yeah, that's the easiest part to cross. It's nice and flat, not a lot of obstructions, not a lot of hills. The whole state's not like that. People that make generalizations and refer to the Middle America as flyover country. You know what's boring, and no, don't take offense at this, but say Interstate 95 running up and down the east coast of the United States. If you're driving down 95, Interstate 95, through the southern states, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. You're just driving down two lane. You may not even see the oncoming traffic. The median will be filled with trees. The side of the road is filled with trees. You can't see anything. Just trees, you know, pines. I mean, wow, that's just nothing to see. At least when you're driving through Nebraska or Kansas, you know, you get a vista, a view of something you can see, of the terrain rolling away, the fields, the hills. Anyway, I'm gonna keep working on this field. Sorry. As Mr. Sealy B would say, I'm waffling. It's not what I consider waffling, but whatever. I'm just kind of droning on and on about nonsense. Maybe that's what the British consider for the English. He is English, yeah. He's near London. What they call waffling. I'm going to continue doing this. I'll time lapse it. just after 9 o'clock in the morning on October 2, mid-October, and we're finishing up this sunflower harvest that we took on as a contract. My grain tank is looks like it's going to be about 3/4 full, and I know it's not all going to fit. In the trailer, so we're going to have to probably, I gotta leave it running so I can offload it, power the auger. Why do I have my field info open? Nah, I'll leave it for now. So we'll go back here, we'll grab the tractor. I gotta double check, make sure I know where it's going. Almost positive it's going to farmer's market. Seems to be kind of the go-to sell point right now that we're taking most everything to. We did take those red beets last night to the soup factory. Zup, zup, zup. No, probably zoop, zoop, zoop. But other than that, I think we've taken everything to the farmer's market. I guess the only place we've delivered to. I don't know if we can hit 100% before we hit weight. I like to run the setting with the whatever realistic weight limitations or whatever they call it. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that combine running, you know. Let me double check real quick where this is going. I'm almost positive that it's going to farmer's market. It is going to farmer's market. I turned off the field info while I was in there. Not sure what we're going to do after this. Sometimes I don't put enough forethought, especially with running 5 series. Don't really put the forethought in that's probably required. I think I want to go this way. To progress the storyline, we're in mid-October. Vegetables are pretty much done. There's a carrot field left, I think down in that corner, the direction we're looking, so whatever the southwest corner of the map. Not very big though. I think that's the only of the new crops that's still on the map that hasn't already been harvested. If for some reason it does come up, what we'll do, I think, is we'll accept it and then we'll lease the harvester that does the 4 boxes. And we'll discover a golden apple or 2, whatever it would take to offset that, so we get a chance to use that other one. But I don't know if a contract on that field's going to come up for sure or not. Oh wow, that's surprising. Only 93% delivered. I'm going to wait till the trailer's down before I get on the road here. Should be fine. Such a good map. I do like it. It's interesting in that it's got a lot of open land on it. You know, the fields aren't cultivated as large as it could be. I like it in the sense that it gives you room to run off, but then there's also all this what seems like idle land. I don't know if that's realistic or not. So we're playing on Colonia with the old Polish farm, right? It is not like this in that sense at all. Like every bit of land that could be cultivated is. I don't know. And it's not uncommon for the Giants maps to be like this, you know, where they have tracks almost in a grid around the fields, which I don't think is necessarily very realistic. Unless you're like thinking northeastern Nebraska, where there's a gravel road every mile in a grid pattern. Let me turn this off. Close that. All right, let's get this delivered. We'll go ahead and complete this contract. We'll leave that in the field. They can come pick it up. We'll drive this tractor and trailer to the dealership and we'll leave it there. And then we can just walk across the street to the house and complete the contract. Rain's going to be this afternoon, so we got time this morning to do something else. We'll have to see if there's something else worth doing. As far as our own fields, let's see, we've got everything prepared for next year, I think. We spread lime where we needed to, right? And we plowed everything that needed to be plowed. We need to get whatever you want to call it, the ridger or the hiller for the vegetables. But man, it's only October now. There's a lot of time between now and when you can plant carrots and parsnips and red beets. So that, ooh, wow, we got an extra 3,000. That's nice. So yeah, there's, I believe, plenty of time to do the additional field prep to seed the vegetables in our fields. I don't think we're in a hurry on that. So I think there's a road that goes right to the, yeah, right to the dealership here. This one here. So we'll just park right in front of this billboard here. The joy of baling. The Go Wild pack. I have that now. I haven't used anything out of it yet because I did buy the year 2 season pass and now have all the content for the most part. Not pumps and hoses. Although, I don't know, that using the drag hoses seems kind of cool. I said we were going to go back to the house, didn't I? Expand your fleet. Oxbow pack. Also things I haven't used yet. So yeah, we got 54. This should take us up close to 60. It won't take us to 60, but let's go ahead and collect on that. Yeah, I should be able to see the number up against the sky, right? All right, let's collect on that contract. There we go. Another 3,419. Wow. We almost earned as much on the excess crop as we did on the contract itself. That's pretty amazing. All right, well, I'm going to go into the house for a second and try and figure out what we're going to do next. Okay, you're probably not going to be real happy for me. Or you're not going to be real happy with me for what I'm about to do. But I took on a couple of baling contracts that had the same equipment for both of them. I borrowed the equipment on the one that was the cheapest. It's to make silage bales, and we only have these to deliver them, which is awful. But it's because this is the tractor that it had. I've never used it. I think it's from the hay and forage pack, and I believe the mower might be as well. I've never used it either. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a rake. Okay. And then, yeah. So I wonder, this I could mount on the front, and then I could put the rake right on the back. Could I rake it straight away? That'd be good. If only this were one that wrapped it right away, that'd be nice. Oh well. Okay, so let's do this thing. I've never used this little thing, so I thought it'd be fun to try it. I know it's really designed more for alpine with low center of gravity and stuff, but oh man, it's tiny in here. This is not fun. I'm a little claustrophobic. What the hell? Goodness gracious, this thing is. Oh, okay. Way up there. I'm hearing like a clicking sound in my ears. You hearing that? Not a clicking sound, but like a, I don't know, like a static. I think it's the mini plug on my headset. I don't know if it's coming through to you in your audio. I hope my microphone level's not doing the same thing too. So the field is down. Oh gosh, how are we gonna get there? I don't know. This thing's crazy. It's down this way. Down by where we were. I'm gonna do this one first because it is not the one that we borrowed the equipment for. So I don't know. Yeah. I think this windrower, this rake, is also from the hay and forage pack. Pretty sure that it is. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever buy one of these machines unless I was doing Erlengrat or one of the alpine type maps, but yeah, generally speaking, not my cup of tea. Where does that feel at? Where am I going? Is this it? I think this is it. No, it's like grass, doesn't it? Yeah. Alright, let's unfold that. At the same time, let's unfold this and see what happens. Oh, we don't want that though. That's gonna put the grass off the edge of the field. We don't want that at all. Oh no, it's got all-wheel steer. So I'm gonna have to be aware of. I imagine it'll be useful, but need to recognize. Gotta recognize that's what's going on. So maybe we can grab a little bit outside the field. Let's just try and let's see if we can grab half a swath outside. We'll start a little in. We'll drop that down. We'll drop that down. Go back to controlling the mower. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna lift the mower. Yeah. Now I've got to lift the rake. Come over here and gotta start another. This actually might be kind of a good setup. Let's see. Okay, I've got to drop this down. Right? No, mower down. Brake down. There we go. And when I get around one time, then what I'll do is I'll turn around and I'll go the other way. And then I think we can turn around pretty easily because of the all-wheel steer. So I think after that we'll just go up and down the longest axis of the field. Let's get on the motor controller again. We're going to go to the edge of the field. I'm going to lift that. Come a little farther. And then I'm going to lift that. Drop the mower down. Drop the rake down. Am I out of the... no, I'm not really out of the mounds. The field. I think it's working. Just trying to get a little more grass by going outside the field boundaries. See, eke out an extra bale or so. Just try and make some additional money. Down. Drop the wind rower down. Away we go. Interesting little contraption. Kind of weird. I feel like I'm in a telehandler or something. That one. There we go. Okay, so have. So what I need to do now is I need to reverse and go this way. Go anti-clockwise. Hopefully this won't rake it outside the field boundary. I don't think it will. Kind of put it close to the edge, but I think we should be fine. Probably putting it a little further out than I would prefer, but I think we'll be able to collect it, bail it there on that edge like that. I think we'll be okay. Pick that up. And then pick that up. Try and be careful here. Drop the mower. There we go. And drop the brake. And sorry about my camera angles. I know I'm not getting sky in the shot for a lot of that. I'm trying to pay attention to what I'm doing, make sure I'm mowing all the grass, keeping the windrow in the field edge. Oh, I don't want to mow that. Lift it. Might have accidentally gone too far there. Let's see. Mower down. Rake down. And so yeah, we're just trying to make money, build up our working capital so that we can be prepared to take advantage of used machinery sale if some piece of equipment comes up that we definitely need. We also know that we need to get a ridger or a hiller, whatever you prefer to call it. So, yeah, if we can make money, that's a good thing. And I've never used it before, so this particular, I've never used this mower, this rake, or this tractor, if this is even called a tractor. It's a funny little piece of thing. Funny little piece of thing. That's quite the statement. Let's raise that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can make sure I get this little bit raked in where I can get at it. So let's drop that down there and do that. And we'll do the same thing over in this corner. And then we'll go up this side. We'll just start going back and forth. Try and break this little bit right there into there. That's what we want. Yep. So yeah, we're just gonna try and keep all the rest of it in the field, like now that we've put that border out around the edges. Raise the mower up. I'll raise the rake up. Flip it around. Straighten out. You should be able to just go right back down. Make a nice windrow here that will be easy to pick up. And we're just going to go back and forth and do that for a while. Till this field's done. So you get the idea how we're doing this. Interesting piece of gear. Gotta look at this and see what the horsepower is on it and everything. So you get the idea how we're doing this task. I don't know whether we'll time lapse it or just jump cut to the end or to the other field. We'll do the same thing pretty much over there. Maybe come back to the baling or whatever. Okay, so it just turned 12 o'clock noon. Oop, not that one. And it started raining. I'm just going to finish doing the border here. And then we'll wait out the rain. We'll maybe shuttle some equipment around. Just to facilitate getting back to work once the rain showers stop. I don't remember if it's, I know it's not like for the rest of the day. I don't know if it's just going to be a quick shower for about an hour or so, or how long it's going to last, but yeah. I generally try to stop when it's raining. We're just cutting grass right now. It's not a big deal, especially because we're not making hay. We're just, what are we doing? We're baling it for silage, so it really doesn't matter if it's wet. Ooh, there's some grass way out there in the track. I don't think we're going to be able to get that. How'd that get way out there? I don't know. got to be careful about this. You want to keep the grass inside the boundaries of the field edge. When I did this bottom portion, the southern end of the field down there, I didn't do a very good job. I think I was going down the swath in the middle of the implement, so, or in the middle of the mower, so to speak. So I was actually putting it further outside than I probably wanted to. I think it'll be alright. I think I can get it though. Yeah, I should be able to get it. Not a problem with it. Let's raise the mower, turn it off. Let's get this in there. I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna lift it. I'm gonna run around the outside and try and sweep these corners more into the field. Quick here, and then we'll probably call it. Raise that one, turn it off. What we'll do is we'll leave this gear right here right now, and we'll use it to we'll use this tractor to move everything else as well. Whoop. So I was using this, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about the game and what we were talking about earlier about how, you know, it's how it's so cool. I mean, well, this little thing, not for me. I mean, I don't care for it really at all. But you know, there's somebody over in Switzerland that is absolutely loving the fact that this little piece of equipment, this tractor, is in the game and they gets to use it. You know, for me it might be something different, you know, like I'd prefer having a Alice Chalmers WD or something that, you know, I'm sitting on and it's like I'm riding a motorcycle. I'm out in the wind with nature. But I think that's why the variety of equipment available is what makes the game so interesting, and I think that's what makes it, you know, awesome. I get a chance to try this out. May not be my thing, or maybe I just think it's not going to be my thing, and in the end it's absolutely my thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab this on the front. I'm going to grab the baler on the back. We'll leave the wrapper and the other schmetterling here in the parking lot, and we'll grab that later. So we'll take this over to the first field and we'll drop it off. And then we'll just go back to the house, wait for the rain to stop. Also, I wanted to let you know the contract did come available on the carrot field. So we're going to have to go find a golden apple, and then when we're ready to do that, we will lease the equipment. We'll lease that one that's got the 4 boxes, and we'll use it. And then we'll have used all the new harvesters to do the crops. I'll let you know which one's my favorite. I don't know, I had fun. Something new is fun. Not my thing, but still is cool, and I bet this thing is really awesome on the hilly alpine type maps. I want to thank you for hanging out with me here in Zielonka. I know your time is valuable to you. I appreciate you chose to spend a little of it here with me. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? Don't cost nothing. See you next time.